Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this super easy mauve makeup look for you. I added individual false lashes to just glam it up a little bit and just kept everything else super simple. So if you'd like to see how I got this mauve inspired makeup look, then please keep watching. First, I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal True Match foundation. This is in the shade W4. And since I'm pale right now, and it doesn't help that I have some lighting going on right now, this is my paler color, and I like that it has a kind of yellow toned to it. I just think it gives you that really nice kind of glow, and it just makes me feel a lot healthier. But my body, it's hard to tell, is a lot darker than my actual face right now because I have a lingering spray tan. So I'm just gonna go in and dot that all over my face just to get that base on. This foundation really reminds me of the MAC NC25. I mentioned it in my drugstore video makeup look. I've just always loved how MAC NC25 has looked on my skin with that yellow pigment in there. And I've been having a really hard time trying to find a good dupe. So I was really excited when I found this one. Now that my base is done, I'm going to add concealer, and for that I'm using the Makeup Forever HD concealer. It's really nice and creamy. I do love their full coverage one. And since I'm paler, I ran out of my lighter color, so I would probably go one shade lighter than this, but I'm just using a tiny bit. So hopefully it's not too dark. Okay, it's like just right. So if I get any paler, I definitely cannot use this one. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my eyes because that's going to help the foundation or the eyeshadows stick on there a little bit better when I go to apply that. So right now I'm just going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. It's so nice, and it's just, I swear, it's like, it feels like air. This is what it looks like. It's just so light and airy. I'm obsessed. And I bought her brush that goes with her Bronze and Duo highlight kit thing. And you can just use this for everything. So I'm just going to add a little bit just right under my eye, just to mattify that and let that stay. Now, since this is a more fall type of look, I didn't want to do too much of a glowy look. Today I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown in Golden Light 1. I like it because it's not a super orangey type of bronzer, so it's really soft on the skin. It just gives it a nice natural kind of look. And right now I'm only going to add a little bit because I'll go back in later and add some more. You can already tell it just adds a little bit of definition. It's just so light and nice. Next, just for a little extra something, I'm going to add the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. And it's really soft. Once again, it's not an orangey bronzer. And the highlight looks really subtle, but once you put it on, it's amazing. And it just has a little bit more of like a shimmer than the other one. I don't want too much glow today. Just basically underneath where I put that bronzer, just for a more subtle kind of contoured look. Now going in with the highlighter, just like one little tap on my brush and swoop that right there. Very little bit. So you can just see it has a really nice, just really soft glow to it. And now that that's done, I'm going to go in and add a little bit of blush. I'm going to use my Cheekathon palette, which is one of my favorite palettes that I've purchased. And I'm going to use Dallas, which looks more of like a reddish bronzer type color, which is this one. I just don't want it to clash with any of the shadows I'm using, so I'm just going to use a very, very little bit, just for a little bit of color. Now I'm going to do my brows. This is the brow pencil, the Lift and Shape, and I think it's in the shade Grace K or something. You can see it's really nice. The shape of this, I'm pretty sure Anastasia has one pretty similar as well. But it's nice because it's angled, so you don't really have to do much work in the shape. It just kind of draws it right on for you. Everybody has one brow that's so much easier to do, and then the other one just doesn't want to cooperate. Sometimes this one is that side. I just cannot get it to match the way I want it, but it's okay because I like to soften it up with a little product anyways. And just to soften my brows, I'm just going to take my beauty blender with the excess product from my foundation, and I'm just going to put that kind of on the, just all over the brow, just to soften it a little bit and blend it in. Now for the eyes, I'm going to use a palette that I got from Buxom, and you can choose your own like eyeshadows to put in there, which I thought was so cool, and it's like $40, which is about the same price as any other palette, but you can actually put in the shades you want versus buying a whole palette and you only really like 3, maybe 4 of them in there. So you're not really wasting your money on stuff you're not going to use. So these are the colors that I picked. A lot of them have a shimmer in it besides this one and this one. I just really love the brown tones, like the neutral tones and the purples. I just thought it was good for fall. And I'm going to put that in my crease. I'm not going to be too neat with it. I just want to get it in there. And I like to extend it a little bit to make my eyes a little more almond shaped. So now I'm going to go in with that chocolate color, which is this one right here. They say the names on them, so I'll link the whole thing below in order from, well, if you look at the palette, it'll be from this side to this side. So I'll just kind of describe them as well. And I'm only using a little bit of the brown. It's going to add a lot of warmth into the look. Now I'm going to take the, just a kind of any kind of shadow brush, and I'm going to go in with this color here, which I think is one of my favorite ones. And I hardly dipped it in and I can already see it on my lids. It's so nice. So I'm going to go in and with that same kind of combo, do the same thing on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to add mascara, and then I will come back and we will do some false lashes that I like to customize and make them look more natural. It's just so pretty, and I've been doing it a lot lately, so I will show you that in a minute. So I did one eye off of camera because I didn't know if I wanted to do mascara first or how I wanted to place them. So what I'm basically doing now is I'm going to take some individuals and some eyelash glue and put it on the back of my hand. It's kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but I'm basically just taking them and placing them right on my lash line or on top of a lash. I figured if you put it right on top of the lash, it kind of blends better and you cannot really see where the fake lash starts. The mascara I'm using is the Loreal Telescopic. And they're going to look a little crazy at first until you get them all blended. I'm going to turn the lights down at the very end so you can see what exactly the face looks like without all these harsh lights. And then for lips, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk. This is nice because it's a lip cheat. It actually looks like a lip color. And that's what that looks like. So you can see it just kind of fills it in just a little bit. That's all I really need. You can really fake a lip job with this thing since it's such a lip color that if you want to overdraw, it doesn't look all crazy. I have very light pigmentation in the sides of my lips, so I like to fill that in just a little bit. See where that's blank right there? I just colored it in and it just gives your lips a little bit more definition. The lip gloss I'm going to use is from Buxom. I love these lip glosses because it just really has that good minty fresh kind of like tingling sensation. This is the shade I'm using. It is called Dolly and it's a really soft like purpley mauve pink, but it's really kind of light and glossy on the lips. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is in natural sunlight, and I just love how fresh and dewy and just wearable this makeup look is, even with the individual false lashes. It just has a really soft, kind of sultry look to it. I love the purple shadows from Buxom. I'm just overall really happy with how this look turned out. So thank you for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Bye!